Welcome to Beholder's Eye, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons epic fantasy adventure. My name is Alex, and I'll be your host and Dungeon Master. On the Great Isle, it is a time of religious wars, imperial domination, and an ancient evil reborn. Only one crew can save the world from utter destruction. They are
Maugraine Silverbeard, Paladin of St. Eligius.
Zalara of Tremez, Wandering Elven Monk.
Gerin Kelsu, High Elf Bladesinger.
Hibonite, the fire-kindled, wandering flameossifier.
All right. Who wants to tell us what happened last episode?
All right, so we attempted to go down to the docks to enact our brilliant plan. We were stopped by these red guards who attempted to, not necessarily attack, but restrain Hibonite. So we got into a fight, took them out. Hibonite went running down to the docks and found that the dock workers were not dock workers, but fish people, cultists. And so we took them out, and Hibonite burned, I think, 4 of the boats.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we got some sweet flaming longswords, and then took off the helmets of the red men, and they are fire genasi who are turning into fish people. And that's where we left it.
All right. So you guys have just discovered all of that, and we're planning, you just came up with your new brilliant plan to show off this person, the Crimson Guard with the fish face, as an example of how this is all a crazy, weird thing, and Amelita's lying, and so it's, what are you doing?
Go up to the big hub, yeah?
Should we not take care of the other cultists? Are we just going to let them run around?
The boats have got enough damage on them now.
Yes.
Don't need to kill them in case we can save them.
We don't need to kill them, but we do not want them at our backs.
Good point.
There could
Do
be
we
a
have
million more.
any sort of head count, the amount of guards at the party?
Give me a perception check for Zalara and Garrett to see if you guys perceived enough to recall.
26.
Okay.
I think there were 4.
Zalara, you believe there were 8 there.
You must have missed half the room. There's at least 8.
I was drinking. So.
You're always drinking.
That's a lot if they turn on us.
I mean, the guards were a little bit harder. They all have these flaming swords. That's gonna suck.
We face worse odds,
could
usually
do
on a day-by-day basis.
But if your mom
True.
jumps in the fray, and she's as strong as you say she was.
My dad's pretty tough as well, and
Think
the head of the guard's still there. She seemed normal, and yeah, if my mum jumps into the fray, I will stop her. She won't be hurting you guys at all.
Well, I'm assuming your mom is at least as powerful as the little girl we killed. So, you know.
We are terrible people.
No, that was a Sam comment, really.
They're all evil, so
Yeah. Perhaps we can...
Matricide? Anybody?
I mean, we probably should let these cultists put out the fire for us, at least. Because otherwise we've got to put out the fire, because otherwise it burn the whole fleet. I really don't want us destroying the whole fleet.
And it was only 2 of them.
4.
Yeah.
Oh,
4?
2 cultists.
2 cultists.
There you go.
4 boats. Perhaps we can go into the feast. Some of us can. And see the lay of the land.
I can.
Strongest, but shall I bring in this guy and draw everyone's attention? You guys go in first and get into decent position. You know,
No, I think
almost
your
like a
mother would
coordinated
notice
team.
if you're not there.
Yeah, but you guys are entering. I'll come in like 5 minutes afterward.
So-
What she's going to do is come down and ask you where I am.
I
And you say I had to use the loo or something.
I personally think that maybe Hibonite and myself go inside, and the 2 people pretty good at hiding and, other things stay outside.
I can send Xena in there to check out what's going on first.
Don't want to let things get much further than they are now, because if they start looking into the skull and things start getting worse, then we try to face more enemies.
My hope is that without you there, they will not start.
Seems
There's
that way.
a chance
But
of that.
I still think Xena scouting first.
I think that sounds good.
It takes 20 seconds. Should not be long.
Okay.
And then if something is bad, then we say, okay, let's go in there now.
Okay.
Well, we can get a bit closer while you scout.
Exactly. So I'll run up ahead of the group.
Okay. And turn Xena loose.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me, as you get closer, I mean, you know there are a couple guards standing outside, and as people are coming in, give me a stealth roll so you're not seen by the guards.
Oh, okay.
If you're trying to hide.
I mean, I wasn't really trying to hide because I'm supposed to be going there anyways.
Okay.
I just want to go in there and let Xena down, and before I head into the main hall, have her check out
I see. I misunderstood.
the
Okay,
main
I gotcha.
hall where presumably the dragon skull is.
Well, perfect. Then you go in there, and you enter. There's, it seems like the last of the town is coming in. You hear a lot of noise. There's some music playing, a lot of merrymaking. It seems like it's going to be a good, fun time if you didn't know what you knew. And you drop Xena down in the foyer and let her make her way through. Give me a perception roll. I mean, you're going to see stuff, but let me let you know how much you're going to see.
From me or from her?
It'd be from her, I guess.
Okay.
You're seeing it. You can see through her eyes, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I believe she has advantage on that, so can't make her have advantage. No.
Just roll a 20.
Okay. 18.
All right, there we go. So you, she's able to see, or you're able to see through her eyes. They have what you're sure now is the completed dragon skull draped, covered in front of everything. It looks like Amalite is there with Obsidian, and they seem very like kissy cozy in a way you haven't noticed before. You haven't seen them really be, and just they're all kissing and everything. They are. You do see the guards that Zalara talked about. You do notice there are about 6 in the main room with the 2 outside, and but it seems like everybody's like drinking and having a good time. It's packed to the brim. The music's festive. There's nothing necessarily ominous right now. The only thing that is a little bit weird is the fact that Obsidian and Amalite are very kissy.
Okay. Is the Jasmine around?
Yes, you do see her in there as well. She's not partaking in any. She's definitely eating and smiling and talking a little bit, but you could tell she looks very alert.
Okay. Okay. I don't think I can communicate through my familiar, so. All right. I'll have Xena come back, and then I'll head back to the group and relay the information if they'll let me out.
All right, you start heading out, and they say, the guards up front say, "Where are you going?"
I am going to Hebonite and make sure he is on his way.
He should be on his way. We have people out looking for him now.
I bet, but I know where he is, so I'm coming right back. What's the big deal?
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh no, I was like, how do I have a -2? That's Xena's. Okay. I have a +2.
There you go.
With a 10.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do it as a contest there. Okay, you have a shot. They say, "That is a good point.
I
Go
thought so.
ahead and bring him back."
Have a
I rolled
drink.
6.
Enjoy. Nice. You seem so uptight. And then I'll run out.
Okay.
Well, there may be a problem. Your parents are all kissy and lovey-dovey.
Oh, damn it. Did she get in the cat?
I don't know.
He
It could be a ruse.
He could be fine. He could be playing the role. Hope so.
Is that something they would normally do?
I try not to focus on my parents eating each other's faces, so.
Well, yes, but is this a normal action for them, or are they usually pretty hands-off in public?
Depends how much wine's been flowed.
From what I've met of your father, he seems like a pretty randy man.
You know, what I hears in his head is Aquadita. Shudders.
But Jasmine is on guard at the very least.
Okay, well, that's a sort of good sign.
And yeah, so you said there's 6 in the hall and 2 on the outside. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So these 6 and 2 at the very least, plus your mother.
Oh, those guys when we're going down to the dock seem quite intent on making sure I went to the hall. So maybe if I go in and then attempt to leave, they'll force me into the hall, which means you guys can bring in the body thing, and I can draw everyone's attention to that and try and cause some kerfuffle and break the skull a bit. Don't want to destroy it, but I don't want my people getting enslaved.
I don't know what. Breaking the skull will do to help, but maybe we can persuade people to listen to us, right? Turn the crowd against your mother.
I could distract a fair few people. I've been practicing that hypnotic thing that Garen does. I think I can pull it off.
Just remember, it affects everyone, including us.
Wait a minute, it only affects people in front of you, right?
Anybody who can see it, right?
Yeah, it's anybody within
30-foot cube. Okay, yeah.
If
I mean,
we
it's
knew
a
ahead of
cube,
time
but-
and averted our eyes, Alex, would that be enough to not get that?
I mean,
Yeah, it says who sees
Yeah.
it, so
so yeah, if your eyes are covered, then it's not a problem.
So,
safe
If
word?
I go in there and everyone's about to start looking at the skull, I can try and draw everyone's attention by shouting. People usually look at something that's being shouted, and do this to try and slow them down in some way.
Pineapple. Just say that.
Help me, oh God, help me.
Maybe something less obvious?
Or
hey, everybody, look at this pineapple, and then we will know to cover our eyes.
Okay, that sounds like something. So, shall I go in first and try and force these two guards to take me in by force in some way?
Well, why do we want that?
So you guys can get the body, this tied up guy with us in without any fuss?
Oh,
Right. I mean,
Unless
are
we're not
people
doing it now,
still
we can just-
trickling in, or are they
Mhm.
most people inside?
Most people are inside, but people are coming in. There, I mean, there's a good glut of people still coming in.
Should we? We don't want everyone in there. That's more people who could turn against us. Yes.
Yeah.
I think I can sway the crowd in our favor.
Let's hope so.
The rousing speech.
Spells versus speeches. I will go with spells every time, but I mean, if they're already controlled.
I mean, if ever,
You have not
worse
seen how
comes,
persuasive I am.
worse comes to worse and everything goes bad, I can just turn the walls to flames.
That is
Well,
worse. Very,
that's
very
not-
worse.
That sounds less than optimal, yeah.
It sounds terrible. I'm not denying that. But if everything turns against us and we're just facing a lot of good guys but bad guys, but we can't save them all because just time constraints, really.
All right.
Then I can level the playing field in some way.
Just remember, you can do the pattern too. So there's two of us. So you do it, doesn't work. I do it.
maybe it worked.
Yeah, we keep
Oh.
going until one of us gets it right.
Well, we've talked through a few options now. I've got some form of plan. This is more planning than we ever do.
Yes.
So I think just say that every time we do planning. We're slowly
Well,
getting
if
better.
if we hold off for 8 hours, I can do even more.
I do not think we have 8
Unfortunately, we
hours.
don't have anywhere near that sort of time.
I
go
don't know
ahead,
if we
rest.
hide somewhere and sleep, they'll be fine. No.
Yeah, it'll be good. I want to see what happens if you do that.
So, ready?
Sure. You go first.
Let's do
Yep.
it.
I will head in.
Wait, so who's staying with the man? Me?
I think all three of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so Hibonite, you come up.
Straightens his shirt, tries to look more presentable for running around.
The guards say, Lord Hibonite, your mother would like to speak with you.
Okay, as I walk past them, I'm then going to turn around. Let me just get my friend. I'll try to get my nice wineskin from the forge. I think I left it there. I'll try and
No,
walk-
you must you must go
it's
see your
just-
mother now.
It's just down the road, guy. Oh,
No.
You can even, no, come on.
You must go see your mother now.
And as I push past, not forcefully pushing past them, I'm just trying to make it look like I'm trying to get past them, sort of thing.
And they both put up their spears, making an X so you can't get past.
Come on, seriously, it's just down there.
Please, Lord Hibonite, don't make us drag you.
Well, I want my wineskin. I push past them a bit.
All right, so are you just going to let them grab you, or do I need to roll grapple?
Yeah, they can grab it. I'm gonna put up a little bit, but like just to make it look like I'm trying, not actually trying.
Okay, so they grab you. We are sorry about this.
Oh,
And
you
they-
don't sound that sorry, and I just want a wineskin.
We have plenty of wine here.
But it's not my wine.
They make their way through the crowd with you.
Well, that looks like the sign.
All right.
I am
So,
going to sneak though and try to like hide along the walls. Maybe there's a
That's
plant. I don't know.
okay, go ahead and once you get inside, you mean?
Yeah, like to kind of sneak and just hide off to the side
Okay.
for 18.
I mean, most people aren't noticing you.
Okay.
This, and then Margaret and I are weekend at Bernie's. This guy.
Except one of you is a halfling.
Yeah, that's right.
That's good. I can just carry him on my shoulders. And nobody will be able to know.
Piggyback rides for all. Put a trench
All
coat
right.
around you.
So, Hibonite, as you're, so let's step back in time a little bit, because Hibonite was, you guys are heading up there. Hibonite, Amalite calls for you as the guards bring you in, and she says, "Oh, let go of my son. This is a day of celebration." So they let go of you. She says, "Come, Hibonite, join us at the table." And you see, of course, your father, and then you notice Topaz is there as well, and she has like a garland on her head, and she's wearing what look almost like ceremonial robes.
No ruby at the table then.
No ruby.
I will use a sorcery point to subtle cast message on Topaz. Where's Ruby?
Ruby is in the happy place.
And you see Hibonite's face crunches up. You can't even hide reaction to that.
And then Amalite comes up to you, Hibonite, and says, "Isn't this a great day? Our god will finally be revealed to our people."
Where's Ruby, Mum?
You notice the necklace on her chest kind of shimmers a little bit. I need you to give me a wisdom save DC 16.
Oh, I got 2 plus 13.
Okay. So it shimmers, and suddenly you feel as though you don't, you kind of forget why you were angry with your mother to begin with, and you really understand that this is going to be a great time for you to show your god off to the world. So we're going to cut to you guys. You guys are walking your way in. Zalara is sneaking in a little bit. You see, as you guys come in, you see, you do see that Hibonite is speaking with Amalite. And what are you doing?
Does everything look good in there?
Yeah, I mean, everything looks like it should be. Your plan seems to be going according to plan.
Okay, well.
So the next step was to show off the fish
Present.
person thing, right?
So would they notice Topaz on the table? Or a small child sitting up on the family table?
Yeah,
Oh.
they would see her.
But we would think that's normal, right? Because that's your sister.
No, she's supposed to be gone.
She's not supposed to be there?
Nope.
Other
Ruby's
side of
supposed
the
to have
island.
taken her to the other side of the island.
Oh, that's right.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad's being lovey-dovey.
This is not good. But shall we commence anyway?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So we'll just push in
Ah,
to the center of the room. Hibonite.
so Lara's going to try to sneak around to the front as much as she can.
Okay, I am going to burn my channel divinity on Emissary of Peace. So it gives me an additional +5 on charisma persuasion checks for the next 10 minutes.
Okay. Real quick, Hibonite, as you're standing there talking with your mom, you do hear Kazdrax say,
This will be a great day as you reveal my face to your people. I cannot wait for them to see who I really am.
And that's not the same voice I normally hear, is it?
no, and I'm doing that for effect. You hear it as Kazdrax, though. Also, you look over and you can see your friends bring somebody in, and you notice that actually the man doesn't have the fish face, but he looks like a very handsome, uber attractive fire genasi who seems to be almost glowing.
So I don't see anything weird, but in my head I would still know he should look weird, right?
No, this is looking normal to you.
So I would change my memories from before as well.
Yeah,
Or not so much change your memories from before, but just that it doesn't bother him.
right. It's more like it just doesn't bother you. Yeah, I guess that's about what we're saying. So it's not like a complete changeover. You're just more like now it's more like what's the deal? Why are your friends holding this guy?
Yeah.
On such a
You're
great day
aware
when
of
you're
the
about
fact.
to.
You just don't care.
Yeah.
So I will cast message Garen, because I'm assuming Garen's the one who's close to him. Markram is going to do a speech sort of thing.
Right.
Why is he here again?
Remember the plan. He is a fishman. We are going to try to break everyone out of your mother's spell.
I'll cast message again. He's not just a good-looking guy. Rather good-looking guy, but a good-looking guy.
Remember these past few days when there's these fish cultists and everyone cannot see them except we can because we are not under the influence of your mother?
And Hibonite will just look really confused. He doesn't understand what Garen's saying at all. He believes his friend, but he doesn't understand why that would be a thing because he can't remember it, or he can't remember remembering it. If you get what I mean.
I'm gonna look over to Jasmine real quick. Does she look okay still?
Yeah, she looks like she's on, like I said, being vigilant but enjoying herself.
And us
Yeah.
barging in here holding a fish man. Has
Oh,
that
right.
gotten any reaction from the crowd at all?
There have been, these people are really into their booze. So some of them not so much, but yeah, she does notice that you've got this crazy looking guy dressed in Crimson Guard armor.
Okay. And the crowd hasn't really noticed just due to not noticing?
Some have, some are starting to. It's one of those things where it's kind of slowly, there's a slow hush.
All right,
Okay.
so I'll cast Minor Illusion to make kind of like a booming sound to hopefully get everyone's everyone's attention and then shoot up some dancing lights to make it like centered on Margarine and the dude.
Okay. And at first, everybody kind of claps and cheers, and then they see what's going on. Amalite says, "What is the meaning of this? My personal guard, my holy soldiers. Why have you... what has happened?"
Oh, it's such a bad idea, but I'm gonna commit to it. Okay. I'm gonna burn my channel divinity. No, what is the meaning of this? This man is, he's a fish man. He's deformed. What's wrong with this man?
She'll say, "There's nothing wrong with this man. He is obviously someone who's so close with Kazdrax, our god, our true god, that he has become almost like him in form. He's beautiful."
Do you people not see this? Look at him. He's deformed. He's not like Kazdrax. He's not like anything. How can this be normal? I'm gonna try and like persuade the people towards my side on the
Okay.
critical
Ooh,
for
damn.
26 plus another 5, so 31.
Nice. And so, by the way, Hibonite, I mean, what you're hearing here is basically Margarine saying blasphemy. I mean, he's attacking your god because he, obviously this is some kind of attack on you from his church. Maybe this is what he always wanted to do.
As I was going to say, Hibonite wants to believe his friend, but at the same time, all the conflict that's been going on recently still doesn't
How
in
dare
his
he?
heart fully trust him.
Solara's sneaking up front to try to get behind the Dieth or wherever they are.
Give me a stealth roll.
It's a 19.
Okay, I'm pretty sure nobody... Yeah, okay, cool. So a lot of people are starting to get really up in arms. Jasmine stands up, she pulls her sword, and Amalite yells, "Everyone, look this way! Look on the face of our god!" And she grabs
Pineapple,
No.
pineapple.
No, nobody look at her.
She pulls the thing down, the tarp off of the dragon's head. And there we see cruciform on the dragon itself. We see Ruby's body. There are...
Is that enough to shock Hibonite?
Give me another... Actually, no, not with the spell. Give me... Hold on. And there are runes like drawn in her blood all over the head of the dragon. And I need everybody who looks at this to give me a wisdom save, DC 16.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I'm focusing on Amalite, and I'm trying to see if there's anything on her body that would be potentially focusing her power or somehow controlling, because I don't know about the necklace shimmering.
Right, yeah, and you do see the necklace.
I definitely
Can I sleight of hand
this.
Yeah, you gotta give me a wisdom save first here.
23 for
18.
me.
Even though I'm not looking at the thing, I'm looking at her.
Okay, I'll say you don't have to.
Is this a
Gary?
charm thing?
Yeah, it's a charm thing.
Woohoo! Get advantage.
I rolled an 18 on my save.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
doesn't matter anyways. 14.
Okay, so Garen, you see up there, and Hibonite, you see this as well. You do not see, and I'm sorry, Hibonite, you're already under this same spell. You both see, you don't see Ruby up there dead. You actually see a full dragon head. It looks vibrant, almost alive, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Garen, for the first time, even though you live in a world where there are evidence of gods, you've never really believed in any until now. Now you're looking on the face of a true god. You feel fulfilled as a human or as an elf being. Zalara, you go up to try and steal the necklace.
Solara also has advantage.
She hasn't
I'm
looked at it
charmed,
yet, though.
but I'm
'cause
sleight
she was,
handing.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
She was behind.
I'm not looking at the thing.
Amalite.
Got it.
So Amalite, you go up and try to grab Amalite's necklace, and she
10?
she grabs you because you kind of slip and fall in front of her just a little bit, but not big. She grabs you by her hand and lifts you off the ground by your throat, and you will take 12 points of damage as she slowly starts crushing your neck. Garen and Hibonite, you see that Zalara is ruining the ceremony here and attacking this woman who's obviously a priestess of this amazing god. So what do you guys all do?
We're allowed to do things now?
Yep.
Oh, this is so hard to roleplay.
Okay, I will cast Command on Amalite. I am going to tell her to drop. She drops whatever she's holding if she fails.
Okay, and that's wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw DC 14.
Okay, I got a 15.
Fuck. Okay. Okay.
Can
Are we,
I
like,
do
in
something?
initiative, or is it just all freeform right now?
Let's keep it kind of freeform. I mean, to an extent. So Zalari went to try and steal. Margraine just did his thing. Hibonite will say it's your turn.
Zalara, what are you doing? It's the priestess.
I was just going to come up and say hello, and she grabbed me as I was coming to be by you.
You are interrupting the ceremony, Zalara.
Damn it. Okay. Margraine's gonna cast Shield of Faith. I am AC 23 now. I'm going to run at Amalite.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you're running at Amalite. Okay,
yeah.
so now let's go ahead and go ahead, Kim. What are you doing?
As I do that explanation, can I? Oh, it doesn't push her. Okay, thunder. I would have to thunder wave.
Thunder wave, yeah.
Can I? Or
Cast
are you not
Thunder
allowing
Wave?
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
As I'm being held up by my throat, I'm attempting to thunder wave at her to get out of her hand. She needs to roll a DC 15 Constitution save.
Oh, okay. She fails.
So then she takes 9 thunder damage, and every creature within the 15-foot cube in front of me, so that includes Hibonite, unfortunately. But they all get pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay, and everybody in that cube takes that damage too?
If they fail.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hibonite, you gotta roll
23.
as well.
Oh, you're fine.
Ooh, okay.
You take...
can-
Oh, but you take
3.
4 damage, sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, Hibonite, she's
No, you
attacking
don't
a
want them to
priestess,
be
and she
fine.
just cast a spell on you and your mother and the priestess. Garen?
Does that hit the skull by any chance?
It does, but in your eyes, it doesn't seem to do much.
Okay.
It's almost like the skull's protected. And I'm sorry, Sam, you were doing... Well, no, wait. It's Garen's turn, yeah.
Okay. What would I do?
And you see that Margraine is charging over here.
I don't necessarily know what he's gonna do. I do know what she did though.
Mm-hmm.
So, damn it, it's not how I thought I'd use it on you, Zalara, but I'm gonna cast Autoluke's Resilient Sphere on her to try to contain her.
Ooh.
Okay.
So you have to make a Dex save.
24.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah, that
nice.
blows it out of the water. So,
Oh, I want to be in the sphere.
I know.
Zalara coming in clutch.
Well, kind of.
All right. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and just get an initiative. It'll make things a little easier here.
9.
10.
20.
21.
I don't like this, guys.
Me neither.
don't like
I don't know
it
what to
either.
do. I don't know what to do with this
love
spell
it.
being on
this
me.
Is awesome. I'm so glad a few of you failed. I was so scared it wouldn't happen.
I'm gonna try
I'm
and
so
kill Amalite.
torn in every action I want to do. It's like,
Yeah,
I gotta try and think in this way, but...
yeah, play it like you are seeing
Like-
us, your friends.
We're
being
enemies now.
sacrilegious.
The
right?
way
We're
I
not
play is-
enemies. We're doing bad
Hibonite-
things.
Hibonite probably feels something is wrong, but he doesn't know what, and he's just really confused where everything is different to how he thought things were meant to be.
No, I don't think that at all. Because the way that spell would definitely work, you don't care about that,
Right.
right?
Oh,
Like
okay,
play it the way right now, right? We're still your friends, but we're being bad towards your family who you care about, and towards your god who you care about. And
Yeah,
you
it's like-
believe in God now, Garen. So
Yep.
Hibonite cares about you guys a lot as well. That's why he's so tall. It's just so hard. It's like, all my stuff is really offensive, damage
enough
dealy
to
stuff.
let us do things to your mother who's doing nothing wrong.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't want to hurt you guys, but you guys are being dicks. At the same time, he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
He's
Minimum,
yeah.
you should be trying to contain us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
minimum.
I'm trying to think of ways to contain things, but Hibonite is not a containy character.
Yeah, because I think like Resilient Sphere is a perfect spell for this situation. Because Garen doesn't necessarily want to kill us, but he definitely wants to stop us.
Right.
So it's your turn, Garen.
Oh, great. All right. I will now cast Maximilian's Earthen Grafts on Zalara. So a DC 16 Strength save.
Huh?
We already know.
Takes 7 damage, and you are restrained.
Yep, Zalara rolled a 5.
Garen, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Do not attack the priestess.
I was getting out of her grasp. She was crushing my throat.
You
How
are
many points of
ruining the ceremony. Stop it.
Yep.
Just sit there.
Hibonite, it's your turn.
Okay. How big is the room again?
The room? The room's
The-
very large. What are you trying to do?
Well, in a 30-foot cube, can I get the whole of the party and the whole of my family? Try and docile
yeah,
everyone.
actually you could. The way they're all bunched up.
I will
I mean, not
cast...
Ruby, but yeah.
That's a dick move. So I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. So everyone who can see must pass a DC 16 wisdom save. I'm failed. They are charmed.
23.
Are you yelling pineapple or not?
Yeah, I'll scream pineapple as well.
Oh, well, then I wouldn't look. But I also got a 24 max wisdom save.
Garen, you gotta look too.
Well, if he screams pineapple, I won't look, because that's part of the plan. Or do I not remember that plan? Would we not remember that?
I don't see why Hibonite would scream pineapple.
Yeah,
No,
I can't
wouldn't,
imagine he
thinking
would
about
scream.
that. Thinking about that, no.
Oh, that's true.
I wouldn't be screaming
So,
that at all.
He
Listen to
most
that spell.
certainly would not.
Yeah,
22 crit.
nice.
2 of you critting and 1.
Damn
All the
it!
saves to the party above 20.
So Margraine also. Okay, well, that happened.
Everyone else is calm.
Oh, wait, I gotta. Well, Amalite is
Oh,
not.
fam.
I'm a light too, yeah.
No, she's not. I rolled a 19 on that.
This isn't going to affect any of the people I wanted to, is it?
But Topaz and Obsidian are staring at it.
30 foot should get a considerable amount of people.
Yeah, there's a number of people.
Any
Is
guards
Jasmine-
and stuff?
Is Jasmine
Well,
grabbed
I
by
wouldn't know that, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you do. I was going to say, you do notice that some of the guards that were close to Amalite are just standing there, mesmerized at this point. Most people at this point, though, have turned and are just staring at the head of
I'm going
Kazdrax.
to press that. Oh, that's my turn.
All right. And you've charged up there, right, Margraine?
Yeah, I'm booking it.
Okay, you're coming this way. Amalite looks at you, Zalara, and says, "Why have you done this? Why are you trying to interrupt this great coming return of Kazdrax?" And her eyes get really big, and they become like octopus eyes. Only you can see this, and I need you to give me a DC 16 saving throw.
What kind?
Wisdom.
Okay. That is a 10.
Charm?
And nope,
Is it a charm?
your hit points drop to 0, and you fall unconscious.
Does that look different to me and Garen? Do we still see her die, or
You see her fall down.
fall down?
Amalite goes over to her, and just so you know, Zalara, you are, what's the word? She doesn't resuscitate you, but you are made,
Stabilized.
stable. Thank you, God. So you are
Okay.
stabilized.
Okay, well, that's okay.
Your turn, Margraine.
Okay, seeing Zalara draw, I am going to run to her. Action, Cure Wounds, for 11 points. So is she back up?
Yep, she's awake.
Okay, bonus action, Sanctuary, and I'll just yell at her, run.
Okay. My speed is still half, so I will be running with you.
Sure you will.
Okay, so what I'm going to want you guys to do is we're going to do a 2-person skill challenge, which we haven't done in a long time.
Think of
No,
for it.
no, we won't be doing a 2-person skill challenge. If she's running, I am going to hold them up. I'm not going to try and run.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah.
Zalara, what I'm gonna say, since you're running through there, give me a dex save, because you're running through a group of people trying to dodge them. They're all now going to be grabbing at you as you run past them.
Am I running?
But-
If Margraine's not coming, fuck.
I just
Would you-
cast some spells on you and told you to run.
Yeah, I was gonna
That-
say, would you
that's
have
all that
stopped and
happened.
looked back, or would you have assumed he was running and just run? This is like my favorite episode.
My least favorite.
She would for sure at least take as much of a dash action as she could before glancing behind, because she would assume that Margraine is similarly doing the thing. So, fine, I'm running. I can only run 50 feet though. So dex save.
So if people are trying to grab her, that would technically be an attack, and she has Sanctuary on her.
Yeah.
Oh,
A grapple is considered an attack.
yeah. Oh, okay.
So they have to be a wisdom save of a 14 to even attempt it.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to say this is probably going to go very well for Zalara. 5, and then for the guards, 9. So, Zalara, you run into the crowd, bobbing and weaving. People are grasping at you, but for some reason, like, just can't seem to get you. You're like, the next thing you know, you're almost completely through the hall. This throng of people. You would have, and because there's so many people packed in around you, you're gonna have to. I mean, you don't see Margraine. That doesn't mean he's not necessarily behind you.
Do I see him up front? Do you want me to roll
I
perception?
mean, if you're gonna stop and look, yeah, well, no, if you're gonna stop and look, and actually consciously look for that, then yeah, you'll see him up there.
Margraine, what are you doing?
No respawn.
Of course not, you fucking asshole.
If it helps, Sam has a plan, but we'll see. You're in a real bad way
that's-
right now.
I am.
You're like really bad right now.
I'm gonna take my action if this is my turn, I guess.
Yep.
To use my thing to get 18 hit points back. My monk ability.
Okay.
And I'm sanctuaried.
Oh, here's another thing,
so-
though, we gotta do. You turn back to look, which means this is the first time you've seen the dragon skull.
Oh shit.
So you gotta give me a wisdom save. Remember, you do get an advantage, but it's gonna be a DC 16.
Fuck. 10.
As you're thinking about...
Would you see my
up
hypnotic pattern or the skull first?
the skull first. The skull's
Okay,
huge.
just making sure.
She would see both of them.
Right, but what's that? Okay.
So
roll,
she's
roll to
gonna
see.
stop.
Yeah, roll to see if you see the hypnotic pattern too.
Shit.
15,
that's-
6. Okay, so
Sorry.
you see the dragon skull now in its full glory. It's no longer a skull, but a dragon head, and it does look divine. And then also you see something kind of pretty just hanging out in the air. You're like, whoa!
The reason I mentioned that was I was hoping you'd see the pattern first and not.
So, Margaret,
Yeah.
you're there. Did you look at Zalara when she yelled at you?
No.
Okay. So you're standing around, surrounded by all these people who seem, now including your friends,
Mm-hmm.
be devoted to Kazdrax.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we'll call the episode.
Thanks for listening to episode 72 of The Overdesign, The Converted, a Cliffhanger. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and unfortunately you will have to hang on a few weeks to find out what happens next. But enjoy the next side as it comes out, then we'll be DMing that, and I'm sure you'll enjoy what has to come. Be sure to rate and review us on that podcast as well as Stitcher, and obviously, as we've said many times, those reviews help. If we did get any reviews, I can't actually read them right now because I'm recording this on my iPhone in a hotel bathroom. Been on vacation and did not come prepared with my full setup, so, that's how it goes. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Holders iPod. You can follow Sam, who plays Margaret at Samswan007, Ben, who plays Garen at Muro4D2, Kim, who plays Zalara at Metzgirl, and Ryan, who plays Hibonite at Duff the Third. Music from filmmusic.io. Prelude in Action, Gathering Darkness, Dark Times, Master of the Feast, Silver Flame, Stompdance, and Curse of the Scarab, as well as Our Journey Begins by Kevin MacLeod in Contact.com. Listen to their Creative Commons by attribution 4.0 license, creativecommons.org/license/by/4.0/. Effects from zapfly.com. Visit the show notes for further details. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.